Hi, thank you for downloading episode 58 of the 5 Pence Change podcast. Before we make a start though, just for him, just because he always asks, give us a little like, a comment, a subscribe, share with your friends. Go on, just do it. New year, new you. Let's continue with the episode.
What a twist.
Who
are ya?
Who are ya? Hey.
I think I'm going to pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get behind, which is why I've just had them done.
Hi, welcome to episode 58 of the 5 Pence Change podcast. I'm Michelle. Fun fact about me, I always use a hot water bottle. Maybe you've just not noticed before. And sometimes I get a really bad rash on my thighs from the heat off it. I'll leave you with that.
I don't. I just have a really bad rash from her. Why
are you making out like I've touched you? She touched me here and here and here. You saying I'm rapey, Ted?
I didn't say that.
Well, why? How else have you got a rash?
What's
your name? Rash boy.
John Rashford.
John Rashford. But he doesn't serve the community school dinners.
No. I'm John, but I've not got a fun fact. Fun fact today is I went for a drink before coming here, so I'm on my come down. I had a bit of a buzz before. I was like, I'm fucking. Do you know when you have like, right? So I know I've told you the story. I'm going to tell the listener the story. So I nipped in to Monday afternoon, and he was off work, and I'd just been shopping. And I nipped in for a brew. He being his friend, not like someone he's dating. No. Wouldn't do that to the ladies. So I rang Paul and I was like, "Hey, you about? I'm near yours. Do you want a brew?" And he's like, "Yeah, pop round for a brew. I'm just like doing some like house renovation stuff." So pop round for a brew, and we went the tip to get rid of.
How manly.
Yeah, doing some manly stuff. That's what I'm all about, right? So I was lifting this heavy shit, right? Honestly, I think it was like 2 tons. I don't know what it was. Lifted it up above my head, benched it a couple of times, put it in the skip. Everyone was like, wow, look how strong he is.
Why were you skipping your ego?
And needs it. Someone help my ego at the moment. And then my mate was like, should we go for a drink? We went to the first pub near his and it was shut because it wasn't even 4 o'clock yet. And then we went back to his, and his girlfriend's dad was outside. He was like, "Oh, I thought you had been going to the pub." I was like, "Let's go to the pub." So we went to the pub, and we only went for one, but one turned into 4. And then we went back to Paul's, and then had a couple of gins.
As you do.
Because it was either gin or rum, and I'm not a rum fan.
I get to text whilst I'm at work, "Hey, will you drive tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? Everything okay?" Drinking, aren't I?
I'm 3 siders in.
Are you fucking kidding? I've not even finished my working day yet.
3 o'clock on it. You put in capitals on a fucking Monday. It's Christmas.
Well. I said to Donna, who we work with, and I was like, he's fucking drinking.
On a whale of a
she went, what? And I went, on a Monday. I said, he doesn't know what day of the week it is.
I really didn't.
He's in that
when
mode.
You said it was Monday, I was like, oh shit. Fucking hell, thought it was a Sunday afternoon.
There I am, grafting my tits off. Don't worry, babe. You live your best life.
I am, starting 2025 as I mean to go on.
I just didn't end up in a club.
I was this close.
Another night.
I genuinely, I suggested it a couple of times.
Did ya?
I was like, should we go out? Like, and Paul was like, out. I was like, out. And like, I was this close, and I reckon if anyone would have been in that moment going, let's go, I'd have gone. I'd have been like, Michelle, I'm sorry, we're going to have to do it another day. Like, but then we got back to Paul's, and when we were talking about it, I was like, should we go out? And Paul was like, no, I've got Meg won't let me go out. And then like Meg's dad, who was there, I was like, what about you? You coming out, Mike? And he was like, nah, my wife's not going to let me go out. I was like, see, I'm just a single Pringle, and I could have gone out as long as I okayed it with you first, and then you could have gone.
You having to A-OK your nights out with me.
Just like, Michelle said it's okay.
Hey, if you'd have actually messaged me and been like, can we pod another night? I'd have agreed.
Would you? I could literally have done any day this week, you know. I probably should have told you that.
I'd have agreed. But there we go. Here we are.
We're here now.
We're here now.
Happy 2025. This is the first podcast of 2025. Don't know how it feels yet.
We haven't quite celebrated it yet. We're still stuck in last year, but
pretend we didn't say that.
We're in next year. Aren't we, Ted? Happy New
2025.
Year! Yay!
What did you do for New Year?
So my standard New Year is I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I think we've probably discussed this maybe last year when it was New Year.
Do you do
I
that?
just think it's so overrated.
Right, I agree with you.
And I already wasn't in the Christmas spirit, so I give even less of a fuck about New Year's Eve right now.
You're fuming this week, you know.
Maybe I'm due on.
I was going to say, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to be that guy, but I was going to be like, are you due on?
I might be. I'll have to check
Have
my
a look
calendar,
now.
you know.
Have a look now. Don't tell me it should have been last week. I'll start panicking.
I'll start panicking. No, I finished on the 21st of December, so now I'm not due on.
All right, okay. Well, something's gone on. Change of water.
You know what? It might just be my hormones. It might just be stress levels. It might just be that I'm just a bit of a cunt. Which is exactly... So the clip that he put together for episode 57...
I had to put that in.
And it literally started me going... Like when we were talking about that Robbie Burns thing.
Let me
listen to me. I said, and I thought, oh my God, I come across as such of a brat. Like if someone just sees that on the internet, or someone who knows me but doesn't really know me, I'll think, fucking hell, what's her problem?
There's someone out there going, Michelle, she's a lovely girl.
And he's there, Bobby Burns, fuck off.
You were fuming.
I think I've just been raging since.
You have?
What was that, 2 days ago? Yeah,
if that,
so
yeah,
we're still
2 days
on the
ago.
Continuation of that. Don't fucking push me buttons.
I'll try not to. But
I haven't got. This isn't how I want to start 2025, John.
I'll just get it out of your system now. Start afresh. You've got one more day. I agree with you. New Year is overrated, right? But it wasn't when I was like 16, 17. Maybe even 18.
Yeah, that was
New
different
Year
though, because you'd want to go out, you'd buy the tickets, £20 a ticket to go to a club and then spend a fucking fortune trying to get a taxi home from
house
town.
parties every year.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever been a house party.
Oh my God, Michelle, get out of this rock you've been living under. You can't start going at the prime age of 25 that you are.
Yeah.
Says that because she's in a foul mood, and I can't say.
I can hear you, you know.
I know, but I'm just having a chat with my listeners, right? 40. Don't spit it out, which is words that I don't often say to Michelle. I
think that those words have ever passed your lips.
Exactly,
Maybe
I've never said
females.
it. I've never said it. Never said it. Why would I? Right. I loved New Year, like 16, maybe even 15, 16, 17, 18, and then after I had a child and it all changed anyway. I loved it. House parties every year. So we went, do you know what's weird actually? Right, I had this this is probably me oversharing again, but 2, maybe even 3 years on the bounce, I ended up with the same girl. She was my New Year's kiss. 3 years on the bounce.
Oh, just a kiss, yeah? You didn't get to see a copper coin slot?
Did not. And I don't know who watches, so I'm not answering or discussing.
Funny.
No. But she was my every year on the bounce. And so the first year it was accidental.
How can you accidentally lip someone at midnight?
Would you ever just accidentally trip and fall on someone?
No.
Oh, I do it all the time. No, right. So it wasn't planned, right, the first year. The first year was, I was actually, in fact, this is really bad of me. I was actually at a different house party with a different girl. And then after that party, I ended up outside this girl's house. Can't even, I was 16, give me a break, right? And I ended up outside her house. And yeah, and then we ended up having a little New Year's snog. It was just pure accidental. Didn't really speak to her after that. And then on New Year's Eve the following year, she texted me and she was like, what are you doing for New Year? And I was like, oh, I'm having a party at mine. Why don't you come?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, we'll come round. So then that was like the second year in the row. And then I'm pretty sure the third year, it was basically a you up message. Not quite you up. But I was like,
you want to be me?
Where you?
Are we breaking tradition or are we continuing?
We've got a thing going on now. I'm just like, why should we stop now?
Why did it stop after 3? Oh, you were in a relationship.
Yeah, actually, after that New Year, I think it was like 2-3 months later, got with the kid's mum.
Mad that, isn't it?
But yeah, 3 years on about 2 or 3 years.
My favourite New Year's were when I was like a kid and my mum would do like a little mini New Year's Eve buffet, you know, with like sausage rolls that you'd bake in the oven. And there'd always be a bowl of salted peanuts. There'd be every flavour of Pringles.
Gotta love the Pringles.
Boxes of Maltesers, like just mini buffy shit.
Yeah. I love
And
mini
you'd
buffy.
watch like Jules Holland's Hootenanny. And then in the new year, there'd always be the family across the road that'd sing Old Lang Syne. Who's that by, John?
No idea.
Bobby Burns.
I know.
And,
Oh, it's Bobby Burns today.
I wanted to see if you clock that.
Bobby
And they were the best, and then I'd just go to bed. And now I feel bad. Like, I feel like I'm wasting my life by not staying up an extra 2 hours. But actually, I don't feel like those extra 2 hours would bring anything to my life.
Let's do something this New Year's Eve.
Because, like, I don't know if I told you the other day, but I got diagnosed with depression the other day, right?
Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't know.
And I'm just going to be dead open and honest because it did come as a shock.
By a doctor?
Well, no. You know, in the Christmas crackers, and you get those red plastic fishes, and it bends both sides. But that's how I found out. La fiche diagnosed me. La rouge fish. La fiche rouge.
Le Rouge Poisson.
Oh shit! Yeah, La rouge poisson diagnosed me with depression. Just dead sad. Just fucking just curled up.
To be fair, though, it's probably more legitimate than what half the people who bang on about it. I've got ADHD. You've not. You're just a prick.
If the GP or a Le Poisson Rouge didn't diagnose you, bullshit.
Imagine, I remember those things.
Do you remember
and
them?
it curls up.
Yeah.
And it said you were
Can
depressed.
like curl up both sides or just one end or it flips over.
I imagine though, imagine like, I feel dead happy at the moment. Put it on, and the fish is like, but you're not though. You're not. You say you are, but you're not.
Do you think it goes off like the heat of your hands?
Yeah, it's got to, hasn't it?
How do they work? I feel like I need to Google this.
Depends if you ask like Mystic Meg, like see what she says. But
how do the fish
how does the
Christmas
Poisson Rouge
crackers work? I miss them, guys.
You're going to end up in a rabbit hole right now.
So the fish in Christmas crackers, also known as fortune teller fish, they move when they come into contact with moisture because they are made of a material that absorbs water and changes shape.
So you're not depressed, you just got sweaty hands. There you go. Just dry your hands, mate. Not dry your eyes. Dry your hands, mate. I know it's hard to make
I love that, you
plenty
know.
more fish in the sea.
Plenty more poisson rouge in l'océan.
Do you know, this is going to go off on like a little fucking having a go at people with mental health issues because it shouldn't do, but I genuinely think that's more credibility than what people come out with.
Do you think?
Yeah.
So do you think if I ring work tomorrow and say I can't come in, I've been diagnosed with depression?
I've been signed off by the fortune teller fish.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I think HR would just laugh and be like, "Oh fucking hell, Michelle, see you in a bit." I might actually ring up in the morning from my desk.
Just try it, yeah. Hey, can't come in. The fish. You said I got depression.
The fortune teller fish said I'm sad. I've tried it 5 times. I'm posy for sadness.
I don't know if we've mentioned. I know we've had a private conversation about this, but like, do you know about like ADHD and autism and that?
Yeah.
It is just everywhere though at the moment, though, isn't it?
I don't know what it is though. Is it a fact of when we were kids? 90% of us had it as well, but it just wasn't a thing that
no, but there was
we
always
got
that
diagnosed with.
every
It'd
school
just
had
be
one.
the school where that kid was a dickhead.
Every school had
kid
one
didn't
person.
listen.
One person in the whole school who was like, everyone's like, he's got ADHD, and it was like, yeah, you could tell because he's just.
I don't even think ADHD was a word. It wasn't in our terminology.
I knew
It
one
was just
lad.
like, that's the dickhead kid, that's the naughty kid, that's the kid that doesn't listen.
I knew one lad who had ADHD, and he had to have. I think it was called Ritalin.
Yeah.
And it was like a massive tablet and all that. But like now, I feel like everyone wants. We talked about this.
I don't know, but what I am going to say is the easiest way to find out if you've got ADHD is to take Ritalin, because if you have got it, it will calm you down. If you haven't got ADHD, It's like speed.
Is it?
It has the opposite reaction.
Oh, imagine like if you like
If anyone's got any ADHD medication, you've got a couple spare.
send it in.
Send it in.
Send
and
it
me
in.
and John will try that.
Will you have a boss
maybe
podcast?
we'll have to. Yeah, maybe we'll have to. We'll either be super chill or super hyped. We might have to sleep here. I don't know if I'll be allowed to drive if I've got like speed effects off it.
Oh, it's not the first time we've slept here. That's on the OnlyFans though. So
For God's sake, sleep over at the FPC.
the FBC. You're here first. Do you make? So you don't really celebrate. You don't celebrate New Year.
No,
I think you should come with us.
I don't know if I'm boring. You know.
I start to think that. I used to think you were quite cool, and now I think you're not, and that's okay. You're you.
Well, do you know what though? You know, I know
One day, can we do an episode where we have a lock-in where we can get you drunk, and I just think you're going to spill a fucking filthy story, and I'm going to go, I knew that was in there.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind getting drunk.
Wait, we should have done a New Year's. We should have done it for New Year's Eve, because I'm not doing anything. You're not doing anything.
You already had your drinks. I'm in work in the morning.
Well, we could have just said tomorrow. Should we just fuck this off now and just come back tomorrow?
Then how are we getting home? I'm not paying for a taxi on
Uber?
New Year's Eve.
We'll just stay here. It's warm.
There's fucking nowhere to sleep.
We'll snuggle up. It's all right.
Right.
I'll be top. You be bottom.
You're not snuggling me.
All right. I don't have to. You can snuggle me. I like.
I'm not snuggling.
Snuggle
I'm
me.
snuggling my dog.
Dog's not going to be here tomorrow.
I'm bringing Ted.
Ted can't be here for the party
Why?
because
I might stand on him.
there's not enough
Might
room.
vomit in his fringe.
Are we allowed to say we got a new studio? Said it now. What's he going to do?
I quite like this angle. Guys, do you like this angle for the listeners on YouTube? I think this is probably the best we're going to get it.
Yeah, don't know where we're going to do with the guest. I think you should come. We'll talk about that later.
I do too, but
That's on our OnlyFans.
I don't think you're capable.
Yeah, but I'll try really hard.
Maybe we should have had a lock-in tonight for the New Year episode. We fucked it, haven't we?
We need
And
to
this
start
is why
planning
we need to
and stop finishing each other's.
sentences.
Yeah, it's getting a bit weird now. You know, I've noticed it a few times.
Do we actually do that a lot?
Yeah,
Isn't it dead weird though? So like, I find that people that you spend time with, that does happen. So I know I talk about Donna a lot. Donna, if you're listening, I adore you.
Who's done it?
I sit next to her in work, and we're the same, and we'll do random little things at the exact same time, or finish sentences, or it's weird, isn't it? How you just tune into someone so much.
It freaks me out a little bit
because you spend time with them.
I'm just glad I don't do any of your mannerisms.
Like what?
Like what? I don't know. I don't think I do. Although we're currently sat very similar right now. That is the angle of the couch. Anyway, this is getting weird. Any New Year's resolutions then?
Right, so
Live, laugh, love.
I don't know. Right, so for anyone that didn't watch last year's episodes, I've always
fuck have you been?
maintained that all I want is to be like happy, make people's days. Anyway, it translated essentially to live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of New Year's resolutions.
No?
However, I am making an addition.
Okay. Well, first of all, before we go on then, why aren't you a fan of New Year's resolutions?
Because I just feel like you just set yourself up for failure with some of them.
What?
You know when people like set like unrealistic ones?
Like what?
I don't know, like losing 10 stone in a day, or I don't know, like there's just things that sometimes it might not necessarily even be like unachievable, but if you don't reach it, then are you not disappointed in yourself? So I think like I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm upset with myself.
I can't even remember what I said on the last year's one.
No, I can't remember either.
It's probably.
So I still just want to live, laugh, love. Live each day as if it's your last.
Knocking things. Yeah.
Says me, who's going to bed at 10 p.m. on New Year's Eve. But my new one is that I'm going to promise myself to travel more during 2025.
Where are you going to go? Can I come?
And what I want to do is I'd love to do somewhere in Italy, like Rome or Milan, Dubai, Barbados.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe, another little getaway, and a couple of log cabins in the UK.
I've always wanted to do a log cabin.
Maybe Barcelona as well. I've never been there.
Have you not?
No.
Do the cruise I went on?
Can't afford a cruise, John.
Yeah, you can.
Can't, and I don't even get like a lot of annual leave, so I need to be savvy with my leave. So I think like Barcelona and Rome are gonna have to be like a long weekend thing.
You could do them both. You could literally fly to Barcelona, spend do it Easter. No, you're saying the favourite holiday.
Yeah.
Fly out on the Thursday night to Barcelona and go like Thursday night, Friday night into Saturday in Barcelona, and then Saturday fly from Barcelona to Rome, and then come back like Monday night.
Is that enough time? Do I want to go to Rome during Easter? Is it not going to be pure like Catholic?
It's probably the same anyway. It's probably. I would. Or fly to Milan then.
Yeah. I just want pasta, you know.
I didn't get, do you know what, when we were in Italy, I did try some, got pasta and pizza, but not as much as I thought I was going to. I said this to my dad, I was like, I really wanted to get some proper Italian food when we were in Italy, and his thingy was, I'm sure one of the chefs on the boat is Italian. Fair.
Belter, nice one.
So I wanted proper
nice
Italian
one,
food. He was like, I'm sure one of them would have been Italian.
Yeah,
like they're all from all over the world.
I just love that. Some nice fresh bread, salad, and a pasta.
It was good.
But yeah,
that's not a bad shout. I love how you're like, I'm skint. I can't afford a fucking cruise, but I'm gonna go to Barcelona, Rome, Dubai, Barbados. Couple of log cabins, which are about fucking dead expensive. Basically, just a glorified shed in it. Let's just be honest. It's a glorified shed with a hot tub outside, but fuck me, they're expensive.
Yeah, but if you go with someone, like if that's 200 quid for a long weekend, that's okay. Like I'm okay with that.
Should we do a podcast special from a log cabin?
I think we probably could, you know.
I'd be well up for that. Just me, just like in the fucking jacuzzi. In the jacuzzi. I think I'd well do that.
I think we probably should, and there we go. That's one of my log cabins boxed off, then, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you pay for me though? Like,
I can't afford that. But yeah, I think I'm just going to try and be even more savvy with my money and travel.
Travel about? That's not a bad show.
No one asked me to do anything because I'm doing me.
Is that you or me?
It was me.
Oh, fair. I'm not loved today.
News notification. Should we see if someone's died?
What is it? Go ahead.
Get ready for the 104 billion January mortgage rush. Plus more money tips for the year ahead.
Oh, how weird's
and
that?
I've just said that I'm going to be more money savvy. I fucking hate phones, you know.
Do you listen to you?
Have you not got that news notification?
No, I don't have news.
So why is that news for me?
I don't have news notifications turned on. I don't want to know about the news.
I like it though when like someone's died and I'm like, oh, who is it now? Should we predict who's going to pass in 2025?
Oh no, it feels mean doing that.
Why?
It just does. Like doing a Deadpool. Because then you're wishing for that. Like, have you ever done that where people all chipped in? Like everyone puts a tenner in and you do a Deadpool.
No.
A place I worked at years ago used to do that. 2016. Do you know when everyone died?
Yeah.
Like
that was a year for it, wasn't it?
Everyone died that year. Like George Michael.
Cilla Black, was she 2016?
Think so. Everyone died 2016. Was George Michael 2015?
Come on.
It was
Stick with your answer. You've got to have faith.
You're trying to get my mannerisms now. Shit dad jokes. But they had a Deadpool on, right? And then I just feel like I'm putting a tenner in and then wishing someone to die, so I don't really get involved in that.
Well, it's not wishing, it's just...
No, it is, because it's like, if that pot was like 500 quid...
That's like saying Liverpool are playing... Who's the best team in Europe?
Liverpool.
Apart from Liverpool?
The second best team?
Yeah.
Liverpool reserves.
European, like someone from Spain, Italy, France,
I'd say probably Madrid, but like we beat them. Let's just go with Madrid.
Okay, so let's say Madrid. Okay, but Madrid are at the top of their game.
Yeah.
And even though you support Liverpool, you've got a tenner and you think, you know what, I do think Madrid are going to fucking pip us. So I'm going to put my tenner on Madrid. That's not you saying, I want Madrid to win. That's you just saying, I think that's how it's going to go.
If I'm putting...
I think that's how it's going to go.
If I'm putting money on it, I want that to happen. Like, because I'm putting money on it.
Even though that means your team might lose.
So I wouldn't do that because it'd be like going. It'd be like walking outside with a tenner.
Yeah, but it's just a tenner, isn't
I know,
it?
but it'd be like walking outside with a tenner going, I hope no one fucking mugs me. Like, I don't want to get mugged, so I'm going to put the tenner away. I'm not going to walk around the street and then next thing I'm going to smack in the face.
No, that's not the same comparison,
Oh,
John.
no, but like, you're
what
just
I'm
throwing
saying
it away.
is, even though your team would get beat if you bet won.
Yeah. I'd much rather my team win than win the bet. You're never betting against your team. That's like betting against yourself. You can't do that.
Sometimes it's just good to be sensible and
just don't bet
logical.
then. Don't gamble. Take that into 2025.
No, do gamble, because if you don't put the lottery on, then you're just going to be stuck with what you've got now. And if you want more, then put that lottery on. Because that £2 a week isn't going to bankrupt you.
It's not, but it adds up. But statistically, you're never going to win.
Okay, we'll just put the Irish lotto on then, guys.
Statistically.
I scratch cards.
Go
with the bingo.
Speaking of which, it's a rollover tomorrow.
Is it,
I
yeah?
have to put it on.
So am I. Oh, imagine if we win. We all know what we're going to do anyway if we win.
Yeah. Fuck everything off.
But yeah, I'm going to travel more.
I'd say bye to people before putting when I put the lottery on. Just let you know, put the lottery on. Might not be here tomorrow. You're going to travel more. I get what you mean about setting yourself up to fail. But I think you've got to you can't just sit there and go like that. Like, I'm going to lose 10 stone this year.
But sometimes people do set unrealistic things. So if they were like, okay, I'm going to lose 5.
You need to go on a management course and learn about smart goal setting.
Okay, but I just don't want
specific, measurable, achievable.
God, very blue sky of you.
Time. Smart it up.
It's time.
It's time. Right.
So what's your New Year's resolution?
I want to try and find the episode that we did last year to see what mine was, because I want to know if I did it or not.
That's true.
Because I would have said it on the episode.
Would you?
So, I think... I'm wearing the same hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, like the show, which is coming up soon.
Oh, I didn't set one.
Exciting. And I'm previews in like less than 2 weeks now.
That's when I did my solo show.
It's exactly a month to the actual show. I got a notification before. It's a month today. Be fucking comfort eating. Yeah. Out of sheer panic of how it's gonna go.
Right, so judging by that, so now I can carry on this. Right, I said I was just going to try and save money, lose weight because I didn't want the extendable seatbelt.
Yeah.
And I went on holiday and didn't need the extendable seatbelt. Also, I don't really think I lost any weight up throughout the whole... Maybe I fluctuated because I yo-yo quite a lot. No, to be fair, I did. I've lost 2 stone this year.
You have lost 2 stone?
Granted, I only did that in the last couple of months.
I know that you say I was going to say that when you said this last year, but actually it's been the last 2.5 months, if that.
Yeah, so October.
So, do you know what? Starting late is better than never.
Yeah, but I also said on there, I had a lot on at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So I had the solo show.
And holidays.
So I had the solo show in February. I had the previews in January. So I had to like get the material ready. I was still writing the material for the show backstage before going out and doing the show. And that was in Feb. And then in March...
You were preparing for Easter.
I was preparing for Easter, you know.
For the next month.
And then in April, well, it's my birthday's the following month.
Yeah.
No, but I had my holiday to save for. So I had to save for my holiday and get everything ready for the holiday. And then I ended up going on another holiday. So like, and then next, you know, and then it gets to October and then I started losing weight.
Well done.
So smashed it. Look, did you... In my head, I'm sat there going, the panic on my voice going, did I say on the podcast what my fucking New Year's resolution was? And did I forget it? Did I leave that shit in 2023?
But you didn't.
I didn't. I did it. I did. I've smashed this year. I fucking love this year. It's been my favourite year so far.
Really?
I've quite enjoyed this year, you know.
God, I love that.
Because like, so when you say about unrealistic goals, I've always wanted to take the kids abroad and we've fucking been everywhere. You know, because man's doing well. I'm fucking lucky. 2025, right? I want to buy a house.
Yeah.
right, got a conversation with him. It's funny that you got that thing about mortgage things.
Oh, yeah.
I've got an appointment with a mortgage advisor on Friday. I think it is. I think my MOT is due in on Friday because I just like fucking sparing money. The actual goal I'm going to set myself this year. So I've been talking about it with Louise. Shout out Louise. Is so apparently there's this late night run in Blackpool, like a Blackpool 10k. You run down the lights in August, I think it is.
Why can't you just run along the floor underneath the lights?
I think that's what.
But you said you would run on the lights.
No, you got to jump from each light.
Can you imagine if they were
Like
the hurdles?
Spider-Man. Yeah, they're the hurdles. Like fucking not the long jump.
Have you got
the high jump?
Dress up in fairy lights?
No, it's a 10k run in August.
Yeah,
we've been talking about it, and I know it's a big thing because at the moment I'm only running like 3k, like, and the last couple of days I've been struggling with that. That's all I want to do this year. That's all I'm going to set myself to achieve.
So buy a house, do a 10k run in Blackpool.
Yes.
With Louise.
Yes.
And then please tell me you're going to celebrate with a fish and chips and sausage and gravy and curry and peas afterwards.
You can come if you want.
Yeah, I'll come for that. I'll watch us run and then I'll eat fish and chips whilst you are running.
Yeah, come up. It's in August.
Depends on what date, yeah.
Louise watches this, by the way. Shout out Louise.
Hi, Louise.
She showed me last time we were out.
Louise.
She was like, look, I watch every single one. And I forget that. Sometimes because she was asking me questions. She was like, oh, so when you said this, who's that about? I was like, shit.
I don't know.
We
just made it up. We just made it up.
That's so my New Year's resolution next year. I just want to buy the house.
Yeah.
Start doing it up.
Yeah.
Because I really need it. Needs like I know what house I'm going to buy, and I know what work I want to do to it. So I just want to start on that. And I want to do that 10k. That's my.
I think that sounds good.
I can do 10k by August.
Yeah, I think you'll be sound, you know.
Yeah, I just want to run that 10k. I want to run that 10k. I want to get a little gold medal.
Oh, you little fucking mess.
If I'm running 10k,
I want a little gold medal that goes rusty in the rain.
No, if I'm running 10k, I want a gold medal.
I'd honestly rather them give me the fish and chips for free.
I'd take
get
that.
a medal.
You come in.
Depending on what date and if I'm free. If I'm not travelling, then guys, I'll be there to cheer you on.
You're sitting there going, we're going to go Barcelona, we're going to go Rome. I might, do you want to come Blackpool?
Blackpool wasn't on the cards.
Well, yeah, but we're going. I'm actually going Blackpool in April.
Oh, yeah. What for? You're gigging again?
Yeah.
What day? Everyone can come get tickets and support the Cures.
Have a guess. I'll give you a clue. It's a weekend, and it's my favourite holiday of the year.
Oh, St. George's Day?
No.
23rd?
No. Might be the 23rd, actually. It's Easter weekend.
Oh, I don't know what weekend Easter's on.
Tell you now. Hey, the dog's like... It is on the 18th and 19th of April. That's Easter weekend.
Oh, sound.
And that's when I will be in Blackpool.
Sound, yeah, I might come and cheer you on for Jesus.
Not the only time that year.
Sorry?
But yeah, that's my little New Year's resolution to myself.
I love that.
I just want to do 10k and get a six pack, you know. Nothing, I don't want to do anything unachievable. Imagine if honestly, I'd be dangerous with a six pack.
Why?
I'd literally take my top off any opportunity.
Would you know?
Literally, if I had a six pack, I'd be sat here down.
I'd train the dog
off.
to chew your nipple hard and bite it off.
Whatever you're into, but I'll still be sat here with my fucking top off going to see my six pack. Seen it?
Yeah. I will draw one on and contour it.
I love that. Do you know when people post pictures on and they've got abs on, like, it's just really good lighting. I might listen. If I fucking got a six pack, I don't care how good the lighting is. I'm fucking showing you.
I'm showing.
I am fucking showing you. Any excuse, like, feel shit today. Here's my six pack. Like, the fish said I've got depression. About six pack.
I don't think that six pack's gonna fix me fish depression.
Just to say I had one. And then the whole time, like, you know, we do like little stories and that we talk about on here. Like, I remember that time I had a six pack.
I've got a six pack of Coke in my boot.
You always
Coca-Cola.
do. Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Before fucking Cheshire, please get onto this.
I know, yeah. Can you imagine? Ted, what's your New Year's resolution? Oh, yeah. Oh, belter that, mate.
He doesn't say much.
He doesn't, does he? So chill.
Dead
He
fucking
is
chill.
definitely, you can tell he's getting older. Like, he has started to slow down even a little bit more than what he does.
Does he start, like...
already.
I was thinking this, though, when you get older. Like, do you know when you grow up and you get to a certain age, when do you stop dressing like a hipster?
Do you know what? I'm glad you brought this up because this is something that I do quite often think about.
Because Michelle, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you're great, but I don't want to see your midriff when you're in your 80s.
Why?
Because I just don't.
I don't know where I'm going to have to draw the line, but like, obviously, so today I've got like my wide-legged joggers on and a cropped hoodie.
Yeah.
When have I got to stop wearing?
Bit of flesh down here.
When have I got to stop wearing a cropped hoodie? Because
I know.
I don't know where the cut-off point is. I don't want to be that woman that just wears a hoodie like as it falls, like naturally.
Yeah,
like I want it tucked in my bra or cropped.
If you're getting to an age where if you lift your hands above your head and I can see your tits, now's the time to stop.
But mine are paired.
At the moment,
you've got to understand, like, I haven't had kids or anything. I haven't breastfed or anything.
80-year-old.
I think even 80-year-old Michelle's gonna have fucking belter tits.
Possibly. You'll have to show me at that point. But until then,
you might be dead. I might be dead.
Digging you up. She promised me.
You horrible bastards. That's vile.
Any final words before the raise across coffin? Yeah, lift that fucking lid up. She promised me. I'm not having this. No, not yet. No, it's what she wanted. I've got it on recording.
I've got it on recording. Look. Oh, my signal shit. It's 2065 and we've laid fuck all 7G shite.
Yeah, 62G.
Hey, how many more G's do you think we're going to get?
I don't know. GG's.
No, not that GG's. But, like, I don't really understand. Like,
I don't remember 2G.
Why have we had to evolve with 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G?
I don't remember 2G.
Why has it not just stayed like 3G, but it's just evolved?
Because would anybody be asked? Like, if they didn't change it to 4G and 5G, would anyone have been asked? Like, would everyone gone, fucking hell, like, we've had 3G for fucking 30 years.
But if it never changed to begin with, you'd never know any different, but it just gets better as it evolves.
It's all going to be Starlink.
Wow, what's Starlink?
Elon Musk satellites. He's going to send a shitload of satellites. Honestly, I genuinely think my prediction in 20 years' time, you will not be able to see stars. There'll be that many satellites flying around.
Oh, stop it, you
right,
think?
Yeah, genuinely. And I think there'll be that many satellites flying around or connecting you to the internet. It'll just be constantly spinning around. Every time you look up, it'll just be satellites going over. And then eventually they'll start putting like fucking advertisements on them. So as it's coming around, it's going to be like advertisements in the sky.
Like fucking thrush cream and that.
Yeah, yeah. And like after a certain time, it'll be like naughty ones.
Irritating, aren't we? Same as your cunt. Buy some of this.
That's generally the world that we're going to be going to. I don't think 5G will be a thing. I just think it'll be satellites, and there'll just be satellites everywhere. And hopefully,
so then, what's that going to be called?
It's called Starlink.
Oh, so we're just getting rid of the G's.
Yeah, no G's, just Starlink. Oh, right. Do you know what? I don't know the answer to this. What's a sneaky link?
A what?
Is it called a sneaky link?
Sneaky link?
Yeah, right. I was watching this like video before.
Is that not like just someone that you link up with on like sneakily?
I have no idea.
A sneaky link. That's what I'd go with. You're linking up with someone on like, and it's sneaky. Either because one of yous are in a relationship or you shouldn't be together. Or...
No, it's secretly having sex with. Sneaky links mean he's someone you're secretly having sex with.
Sounds.
The term is more popular on TikTok. That's where I heard it. I heard it was like, yeah, when your sneaky link doesn't do this. And I was like, I'm getting old.
Your sneaky link?
I was like, I'm getting old because I didn't know what a sneaky link was.
Yeah, but you understand what a link is, don't you? Like, oh, wow. And you say that I'm not cool and hip anymore.
Yeah, but you're
like 5 years younger than me.
Am I? 33?
4.
Right, no. This goes on to like what about what you change with your dressing. You say that I'm always on the internet, and to a point I am, but I'm watching boring old dad shit. Like I'm watching, like if you look at the last couple of things, if you looked at the last couple of things I YouTubed, right? This is genuinely what it is.
I just don't YouTube anything.
See, I'm old. I'll YouTube it. I'm just going to read this out.
Go on.
Right. So Liverpool was the last one because the TV allegedly the dodgy link, the dodgy stick that I don't have wasn't working. So I couldn't watch the match last night. I got to hear all the goals because Jackie had it on next door.
Of course she did.
So after the match, I YouTube Liverpool so I can watch the highlights. Should have just knocked on, right?
Yeah, you should have.
This is
Should have let you
genuinely, but it's just
Go on.
right. Understairs Storage UK.
What?
Oh.
Did you just take your nose off with that microphone?
Yeah. Stop what you trying to say.
That
Got a big
was
nose.
so funny. I was like fucking glue.
Punch bag workout.
Yeah.
Because have a guess what I've got in my dining room. Nickelback.
Oh, wow.
Acoustic songs. Oh, this goes back to one we were on about. Nate Bergetza, I think his second name is. Go Back in Time. It was the link I was on about you. And then it's just different songs. Papa Roach, Leave a Light On. Nate Bergetza. Dancy Adams, which I YouTubed because he said he had his own.
Yeah.
I just thinking it. Gareth Music and How to Tile. That's on there. How to Plaster. And that's literally, and then it's just music. Stereophonics. Chris Daltrey. Rod Gilbert. Right. Not once is it anything like on TikTok where it's all about links. What? So a link is someone. A link
someone
is
that you're linking up with.
like as in like dated.
Maybe a bit more casual than that.
So not dating. Just right. Okay. Right. Okay. When you say sneak, like, so why is it secret though?
What, like a sneaky link?
Yes.
Because I feel like when you're sneaking around, that explains that you're like sneaking around doing it. Which is where I got the sneaky, like you said, sneaky link.
A sneaky link.
So it sounds like it's something
sexual
you shouldn't be
or
doing.
non-sexual experience
Sneaking
that
around.
nobody knows about. Oh,
We've all had a sneaky link.
maybe.
Mad that.
Did not know that. And a link is someone you're not sneaking around with, and people do know.
Yeah, but like you're just linking up with them. Like, yeah, my link, bruv.
Right. Okay. There's so many terminologies here. So when do you stop using slang like that? Because I've never started.
Well, I think if you've never started, then it's not something that I would generally say, but I know it.
Oh, there's too many terminologies.
But there's loads, like, obviously, do you remember when we did that episode and we discussed...
Different slang too?
Yeah, and all, like...
Oh, low vibrational?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've used that a couple of times.
I use that in everyday life.
That specific example.
I can't deal with your low vibrations. Please leave me alone.
With your low vibrations.
Yeah. Did not know that.
You're giving me low vibrations.
No, that's my foot massager.
How are you getting on with that?
I use it after every run now.
Yeah.
Go and have a run, come home, have a shower, toast my feet.
I love that. And I'm just obsessed with my hot water bottle. I got 2 new hot water bottles for Christmas. I've got this mini one with my initial on.
That's where I was going to go with it, by the way. Really happy for your water bottles. An answer to your question. So, in a way, right, do you dress like you did when you were 15 now?
15?
15?
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I think you should have a chat with yourself then.
Because when I was 15, I used to wear wide-legged baggy jeans and like a top. Maybe not necessarily a hoodie, but a top.
Did you always have your belly out?
And I had a couple of pairs. I had this pair of Nike Dunks. I loved them. They were red and white. One of my favourites.
Oh, I know someone who got them for Christmas. You sent me a picture of them.
Yeah, so I had them when I was like 15. So actually, I don't think it is too dissimilar. And then I feel like I went through a phase where I wore heels a lot. Like I'd go into town shopping wearing heels.
Oh my God, you mad person.
And now the thought of even putting a pair of heels on really depresses me.
When was the last time you wore heels? Because didn't you get dressed up to go out not so long ago?
On one of my dates, my first date,
Do you wear heels?
I wore heels in Manchester. So that was 7 months ago. That's the only time I've worn a pair of heels
Like this year?
this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you all dolled up in that.
Yeah, well, I went through a phase and now I do just feel like I am a bit of a tramp. Like, I feel like, do I look like I make no effort? But
No, you don't
at
look
the
like a
same
tramp.
time,
Just smell like one.
I smell like Snow Fairy, thank you. I
I
smell
know.
beautiful.
6 bottles of it.
But yeah, I'm just comfort over everything at the minute.
Oh, I'm the same. I was having this conversation with my mate Antonio, right? Because Antonio he dresses to impress. You know,
yeah,
he
always
likes
looks smart.
He's always, jeans. He's got nice shirts on and all that, and he always comes out. I wear, and then I turn up, and I'm just like, I'm wearing hoodies and a trackie, and that is me.
Yeah.
Whereas, so I'm thinking about 15-year-old me was a little bit more like Moshe. So I'd be like, maybe black jeans. I'd have like I'd have a long sleeve t-shirt under a short sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah, I did that. I
Yeah,
used to do
because
that.
like Moshe and all that, beads, things like that, which I still do now. So I suppose my answer is I've not really changed. But do you know what I used to do?
Sort yourself out, John.
So, but now I don't like branded stuff anyway, so I don't really have like printed and all that. But what I used to always do, which I don't do anymore, so I used to always like spike my hair.
Oh, you did.
So I used to like.
Why don't you do that now?
Right, so years ago, I'd never leave the house without doing my hair. Now I just couldn't care less.
I felt really bad the other day. We'd gone out. John had a gig, and he was like, "My hair looks nice today, doesn't it?" And I was like, "It looks crispy." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What have you put in your hair?" And he's like, "Wax."
Just thought I'd do
Earwax.
Because you were coming, I thought I'd like make a bit of an effort and all that, and you were like, nah.
It just looks a bit crispy.
It was because I know why that was.
Because you put too much hair wax in.
Yeah, because my hair was slightly damp when I put it on. I usually like dry it out. Little bit of wax just to create a bit of texture, and then
Create a bit of texture. Sozabar,
And then
Andrew
powdered
Collins
hair.
over here. Fucking Nicky Clark.
and then
sat
powdered
next to
hairspray.
me.
I've got my own little routine.
What temperature do you have your fucking hairdryer set to?
Cold.
Cold. That's why it wasn't dry.
No, it's just like I don't like it when it's hot, because then I get hot.
Wow, imagine that.
Yeah, but I can just have it cold. It's just got to blow it. Yeah, but so I'm just thinking your styles change as you get older anyway, and also like fashion changes. So in the next 10 years, you might like crop tops might not be a thing.
They might not next year or like in my 40s, but what if they make a comeback when I'm 55?
You can't go. Do you know what? Like with like women and that, like their clothes and all that. Even the comfy stuff, like you look good, but I know if you came in like heels and a dress as well, you'd probably look good.
Yeah, I always feel a little bit weird when I do get dressed up.
Why?
Like obviously I wore a dress the other week. I don't know if you've seen it on my Instagram post. It was like a black dress, like a mesh one. And I wore that with like chunky like Dr. Martens. But it would look stunning with a pair of heels. Are you okay? Was that the wrong call? Do you want me to help you? Do you want me to pat you on the back and tell you everything's going to be okay?
Yeah, everything's gonna be all right.
It would look absolutely stunning with a pair of heels.
Oh, did you wear it with Martin?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I'd feel like a dickhead in here. I just don't think.
I can't believe you put that picture up as well, because you can see your nipples through your dress.
No, you can't. You say this all the time. You actually can't. You can't. Same as the bath picture. If he ever says he can see your reflection of your nipple in your bath picture, he's saying it's a fucking set panic to your life.
Don't say girls, like plural.
Oh, well, what boys fucking...
No.
I would just mean... Every girl posts the bath pic.
I don't fucking... don't make me out to be bad here.
No, but it is funny because I'd do the same.
Well, you just like reflection.
I just haven't had my opportunity yet.
Yeah.
I can see in that reflection.
Reflection. And then you always get that one reply going, no, I've already checked before I post it.
I've already checked. You didn't check hard enough, babe.
I wouldn't have said at this age that I'd be a hoodie and tracky type of person.
No, I didn't. But I also thought when I was like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, maybe Well, yeah, I know all my 20s, I used to just think that people in the late 30s were like horrible and they shouldn't do anything and they should be just old and decrepit and
doesn't it
they
change
don't
your
have
outlook?
sex or do anything fun.
You don't have sex.
And now I'm like, oh, I still feel like 23 in my head.
I think anyone you speak to at that, I reckon if you spoke to someone in the 50s now and said, what's it like? They'd be like, mate, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Probably.
In my head, I'm still 18.
Yeah. 100%.
And that's what I think it's just going to be.
My mum says it all the time. She still feels like she's a teenager in her head.
But she's like,
but Michelle, I think she's 76. She's like, I'm old. I look in the mirror, but that's not what I am in my head.
oh, I think that every time I see a grey hair coming through, I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not there yet. I've not got
ready for this.
I've not got the maturity or the wisdom behind this grey hair. Like, let me be young. And I genuinely think, when you look at people and go, like, they know what they're doing. They've got the shit together. I genuinely believe no one has.
I think even the people who look like they've got the shit together, the ones that have got the amazing jobs and the favourite cars, they're probably still figuring some shit out.
I think
you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. They could be absolutely shit with the finances.
I think they're just better
and up to their eyes in
it.
debt, but it looks like everything's perfect and they've got their shit together, but you just don't know.
My mum said that about like someone she was like friends with. They had that life where it was like always on holidays, nice cars, you know, nice things in the house and all that. And then when they got divorced, they didn't have 2 pennies to rub together.
Really?
Because they were like fucking remortgaged up to their eyeballs. See, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. You sit there and go, ah.
You don't know what happens behind closed doors ever.
You don't. And I'm not going to say on air why of what I seen over Christmas, but just change my outlook on a few things and a change, man.
Well, that was uplifting, guys.
And
There's half a story. We're going to dangle the carrot, and everyone,
if you want to hear the
apart
rest
from
of
John,
that,
is going to be left in the dark.
if you're going to, I'll tell you. If you want to hear, it, sign up to our OnlyFans. Michelle, tell them where they can get in touch with the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans /5 pence change. Can you imagine? Does that sound right? Is that like the right domain?
That sounded, I don't know, but that sounded so believable. Because there was no thing, it was just like OnlyFans /5 pence change. You can see all this without all this.
For just $5.99 a month.
$5.95.
Fuck all the other podcasts that do Patreons. Boring Patreons because they've got a guest on. We get guests on and we get our tits out. And what? We're bringing sexy back.
Have a good new year. Have a good I hope 2025 has started great for you. If it hasn't, it'll get better. There's like 12 more months to go. So
yeah, if you've got any stories of your disastrous starts to 2025, then guess what, guys? Drop us an email at 5pencechange@hotmail.com.
There you go.
That is legit. That is something that we do have.
Yeah. Apparently. And we also have TikTok and Instagram, which is
5 pence change.
There you go. And we got YouTube, which you're watching. And from all of us here at the 5 Pence Change Studios,
good night. God bless. Thank you for joining.